Howdy, howdy, everyone. This is Sharon for another Self Care You Nugget. Seeing like I say for the past week or so, they have not been on the regular as they have been in the past. However, that's because of self care, and it's kind of like whatever that means, because self care is deep. And then it's whatever it is that you need to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and even financially. So it's all of those things. And remember, when it comes to self care, I'm saying four, which that is four on each hand, right? The four pillars of self care: self awareness, sitting in silence, deep rest, action, and movement. And the last three is to help you with the first one of self-awareness, because that is the deep thing. It's every aspect of ourselves, but whatever it is that we, I guess you say, those aha moments, those revelations, to put into action, to put into movement. It's not enough to say, "Oh, I have all this wisdom," but it's like, what are you doing in this wisdom? It's discernment. It's not just the way that we think, but how are you moving? And so, in saying that, that leads into our discussion for today, which is execute. And one thing I'm going to say is, or shall I say, the thing I'm going to say when it comes to executing is do it anyway. And when I'm saying this, I'm telling myself this. So, in order to be successful in life, and again, here in the self care arena, when we talk about self care, we're talking about both sides yourself, and shall I say success within yourself, your body, your soul, your mind, but also financially, because it is needed in order not to just live comfortably in this life. Because if you listen to a podcast or even previous self-care you nuggets, in that being financially comfortable is not enough for us to pretty much do what we want to do and to live a truly fulfilling life. We can live okay, because I've been there. And so, however, if something pops, if something happens, or we want to, go on that vacation and do those things, and where you don't have to work extra hard, should I say, to have the things that you want for your family. It's not enough to be financially comfortable, especially when it comes to something happening. We're not forecasting that or anything, but it can, it really can. And someone having a heart attack or stroke. We saw, even, let's say, with COVID. Just think about with COVID. If some people, I'm pretty sure, had things in place, and that was so awful. And my prayers still go out to those families. But the piece that I'm talking about, especially like the financial piece, of putting things in place, because we never know. We talk about, and again, this is part of execution. We talk about, I see these memes out there where they're talking about, tomorrow's not promised. Make sure that you let people know how you care about them. Give people their flowers now. Yes, I agree with all of that. Definitely give people their flowers. And I would say, as a part of giving people their flowers, making sure you putting things in place so that people can get their flowers. Because as E.T., the hip hop preacher, like to say, in which he has said it, and I agree with him. And to be honest, I've always felt that way. He's the first person who's really talked about it so openly. It's like, everyone, he doesn't say it exactly like this, but everyone has, we never know when, but everyone is going to die. Death is upon us. It's not something that we're looking or we're wishing upon anyone. And I'm saying it's something that can be devastating. And so to assist with that emotional turmoil that families go through is to execute, meaning do not, and I'm saying this not just with that, especially for any goal, any vision, do it anyway, even if you don't feel like it, even though you can be dealing with something, but you may still need to take care of business. That's whether it's in your personal life when it comes to paperwork or something that needs to be done, because of the fact the thing that you are taking care of, you're taking care of your future. The things that we do today, pretty much, let's say this, what my life is today, what your life is today, may have been it's not always from decisions that happened yesterday or even 6 months. Sometimes they're from decisions that happened 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and on. So it's not just what happened in the past few months. And even when it comes to your body, it's the things that you're eating today, the things that you're watching, because what you're watching, what you hear, what's in your environment are things that are impacting your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, how you're thinking, how you view the world. Like, are you doing things to help you heal? And so by you executing things, that is helping you. By you taking action, do it anyway, even if you don't feel like it. I can remember, when I think back, sometimes I wish my mom would have made me do certain things and not just allow me to have a choice in that. Yeah, it's good to have choices, but it's not even about doing, it is. It is about doing something that I didn't want, because of the fact, just think about life. Part of that is what life is, and especially when you're talking about being successful. That means addressing something you don't want to address, physically doing something you don't want to do, because for all of us, if you stay alive long enough, there's going to be something. I wasn't always a believer of it until I experienced it myself, but there's going to be something that you will experience. And so I'm telling you, do it anyway. If you have a goal, a vision, do the things that you need to do. It's going to take work. It's going to take dedication. It takes discipline. And that is okay. And it's kind of one of those things when it comes to self-care, because that's part of self-care. Executing something is self-care. Doing it anyway is self-care, because it's building that momentum, is allowing you to get closer to your goal. Because the more that you don't, then you're creating, I say, some other habits. You're creating some other things, even if you're not telling yourself certain things in your words. You know how we say action speaks louder than words? This is not just for other people actions that you see. Oh yeah, the action speaks louder than words. I'll believe it when I see it. Your actions to yourself speaks louder than the words that you are saying. I'm going to say that again. Your actions to upon yourself, for yourself, through yourself, speaks louder than the words, whether it's coming out your mouth or in your mind. And so this is why it's so important for you to do things that you don't care for doing, reading things you don't want to read. And again, when I'm saying this to myself as well. Because it's so easy for us to listen to something, to watch something, to see something, to hear something, to do something that we feel comfortable, but we never evolve. And then sometimes too, the things in which that would get you closer to where you want to be successfully in life, whatever that means, because for each person is different. But again, we're talking about success within yourself, for yourself, and through yourself, whether it's your character, your standards, your beliefs, setting boundaries, having patience. But there's something about doing things that we don't want to do, doing things we don't feel comfortable with doing. We're not talking about anything illegal or immoral or anything like that. But these are the things that would get you closer. These are the things, especially when it comes to finances, because the system is not going to save you. The system may be able to help you sometimes, but a lot of times it's not. And if you think about any system, government, whatever it may be, it is never enough. It cannot accommodate everyone. And so when it comes down to it, as you heard people say, no one is coming to save you. So this is why it's important to execute, to do it anyway. Action. Again, when it comes to the 4 pillars of self-care, the last one is action, is movement. Movement. Do something. Keep doing it. And that's the thing. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. The more you do something, you get better. The more you do something, you become comfortable. The more you do something, you will succeed because you're involving, and you will be surprised. And I will share some other things along the way, but you will be surprised of what you are able to accomplish. And so, as part of your self-care ritual, execute, take action, do it anyway, so that you can complete something. The more that you complete something, the more that you complete something, the more that you complete something, the more that you complete something. Do I need to say that again? The more that you complete something, the more that you complete something. The more that you complete something, the more that you complete something. And so it is so imperative for you to do this for yourself. If you're doing it for anybody else, do it for yourself first. But if you need to do it for others, I know, I get it. Some individuals are like that. Hey, allow that to be your initial why, but it's really important for you to do it for yourself. And like I said, of course, and I'm gonna say, even if you're doing something that you love, there's aspects of it that you don't like. There's aspects of it that you don't like. And so this is why it's so important to do it anyway, because there is no job, no work. It's like the core of it you may love, but I kind of call it what's in the background you may not like, because there may be 10 steps and maybe 5 of those 10 steps. Oh, I got to do all of that. Yes, you do. So that's why it's do it anyway, because it needs to be done. Do it anyway so that you can get to where you want to go. Do it anyway, even when it's hard. Do it anyway. Just continue to do it anyway, because it's going to get you where you want to go, where you want to be, so that you won't be looking back and say, oh, I wish I would have done that. But it's never too late, because you can do it anyway, and do that today. And so thank you for listening to this Self-Care You nugget. And remember to like and share. Remember to turn on your notifications so that you will know when these are coming on, because they do not have a set time. Because you know why they don't have a set time? Because when life unfolds, life doesn't unfold at the exact same time. And so remember to like and share, and remember to let me know what you think in the comments, because I really like to hear from you. Anyway, you take care.